Hi, and welcome to the Handicapable Black Nerd channel. My view of books and everything nerdy with a cup of petty and a dash of sass. Okay, well, first, hi. And also, make sure you watch I guess, yeah, it's my main channel, but yeah, I'm still working on, yeah, let's just say, trying to publish my children's books, my novels, and then the main channel, which now has almost 260 episodes, and working on this one and my greeting cards. And yeah, I like being busy. I don't like, it's like, even though I have a disability, even though I'm pretty limited, I like one thing that I'm so happy that I obtained is a high level of creativity. And on top of my degrees, which, yeah, I've been using my degrees in the last couple of episodes. I didn't do as much about anthropology as I thought I was going to in the last episode, but because I was thinking of doing the whole family tree and my hypothesis, but part of me was just like, maybe it's like maybe if I hear about a part two or even the charges and everything like that. But yeah, check that episode out. This guy, this father, like literally saw a picture online, and because of that picture of a baby, realized that his elementary, I think then the kid was in elementary school, but or no, he was 12 or 13. He was 12 or 13, so middle school. But he was already a father at 12 or 13 years old. Yeah. So this episode, I'm going to be talking about the whole retail situation with DEI African Americans versus Target. And I know Tabitha Brown gave her input on everything because at first, when I heard about it, because I have been a Target shopper for a long time. It's, I don't like some of the things, especially having a disability, because okay, I shouldn't like since Target has shown themselves. I kind of shouldn't give this advice, but part of me is like, if they ever get the realization that our country is showing their racism and we need companies like them who have especially supported and helped out the demographic of LGBTQ and people of color, African Americans, for a long time when many like put us in a shadow. We need them, but we would hope that they would actually care about us, not only for the dollar, but to know that we're human beings and human beings by their products, you know? So, with the whole dropping of the DEI and parts of the program of putting African American owned products on their shelves, and hearing from Tabitha Brown, I thought, let me just build my little tea and everything. So, again, I understand the situation, and like I'm I'm kind of in between. I'm not neutral because part of me is still upset with Target. And there were a few times over the last couple of weeks where I'm like, "Oh, I need this, I need that." But then I'm like, "Dang it, I normally get this from Target." And I'm going to be saying this store's name for so many times. So if I just say that store, you know what store I'm talking about, unless I name a different store. But now I'm starting to try to look for the actual company that sells these products to see if I can just buy it straight from them. And some of the companies, they even have slightly lower prices or even discounts or something like that. So I'm learning to be more patient with what I want and what I need. I'm trying to plan ahead of time so that I won't need it to come within a couple or a few days. I can wait if needed, especially in the wintertime. Oh, except for the southern states, they don't, yeah. But anyways, you got hurricane season, so I can't. But anyway, when it comes to some of the products, if I do need some of these products, or if I know there is a young lady who started her own doll company, and like, especially once I get my children's books republished, let's just say, I'm starting that adventure because if you've been listening to my episodes, you already know why I published in such a hurry and why I was skipping over all of the marketing steps, all of my MBA education and everything. It's like if doctors were guessing that I might have cancer and I might be, not on this earth much longer, part of me was just like, let me publish so I can be an author or whatever. So now that I am diagnosed, and part of me was just like, these doctors try to scare the crap out of me, these no good, but it's like, but I am, with my family history, it has woken me up a little bit to be like, okay, that wasn't the diagnosis, but let me make sure it stays that way. So with some of those products I got from Target, but now I buy straight from the website. And with the dolls and stuff, it's like once I make enough with my business and everything, I would love to buy a couple of the dolls, and like when I go to volunteer at hospitals and things, leave them so that if there's a little girl or little boy who just needs a buddy during their chemo or while they're getting their shots or something. And I know those, like, they, some of them, they have the dogs and everything, but for the days that maybe the dogs aren't there, or maybe they don't want or need a dog, or even maybe in the MRI, I don't know, can are you allowed to have dolls in the MRI machines? If so, it's like, because yeah, I've been in that machine so many times. With like, in within 2 or 3 years, I was in that machine about 6 to 8 times. Oh, I would never recollect who we anyway, but that's one goal that I have. I would love to buy different toys, especially by Black owned, people of color owned, disability owned, because a lot of people look over us. They don't look at us as seriously as, which demographic. Yeah. Because, and sometimes it's really frustrating on LinkedIn when people, so you see posts about people saying they're Black owned and everything like that, but then you see the European Americans, the Caucasian people. Who cares who owns the business? Who cares? Because we don't get represented, because we get looked over. It's like, if you don't know your privilege, if you don't know the hardship, if you don't know how we have to work literally 10 times as hard just to get half of the attention of your business and companies, how many of people of color and African Americans, we don't have the financial funds, and also when we apply for the loans, we only get like, as a whole with male and female, I believe African Americans get like 3 or 4%, but with women is less than 1%. Yeah. So that's one reason why, if I do need something by a Black owned company, then I will get it. And then it really irritates me that some of my favorite salad dressings and things like that is like, Target is one of the only stores that provides some of my favorite. And I was like, I looked at Aldi, but then I found out about Aldi, and I'm like, okay, then, and Trader Joe's, I'm like, which stores that I like can I shop at? Come on, come on. And it's like I'm looking more into the BJ's warehouse and stuff like that. And they have shipping, which, thank you, because when you have a disability, you need that. But it's like, and some people might look at me or judge me like, oh, why would you still shop there? Why would you still buy those products? And from a business perspective, thinking about what Tabitha Brown said, she's correct, because with any business, location, 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 you need to be seen, because it's like, from the studies and statistics that I've read from several sources, in order for someone to finally buy from you, it takes on average around 7 times. And so being in that store, being on that shelf helps so much. And some people are like, well, social media. Well, how are we going to get you to that social media? Because, or how are we going to get you to that website? It's like now you have to create a outstanding search engine optimization in order to get the traction. And then you have to go again and possibly again, like on a repetitive way in order to gain the trust of the consumer. Because it's not until you gain that trust that you are going to be able to obtain that dollar. And on top of that, it's like it's person to person. People to people sales is the most dynamic way of promoting a product. And when people go to Target and purchase, then they have it in their hand, and then you hear like the recommendation. People ask, where did you get it? Target. People already trust Target. If you say the website, that might guide people away because they haven't trusted that product yet. They haven't trusted you yet as a business person. They trust Target. And if Target has you on their shelves, that gives you credibility. Once you get that credibility, then you can gain the trust. And so Target is kind of like a house of credit, a house of credibility, a house of trust. And so once you are able to obtain that, then after they make that one purchase, now they might go to your website and make sure that on your packaging, you tell them about your social media, keep them up to date, especially if you have flavors of the month or brand new products coming out. Try to keep them in the loop every month. Don't do it too many times. Like, especially if it's an email, try to do once a month and maybe during the holidays twice. If you have like an amazing sale or promoting something or special event or something like that. But with social media, try to make sure that you're not just promoting product, that you're also showing and relating your authentic self. And stores have an authentic self as well, based on their story is the products that they share and that they have. And with one thing or one bonus that Target held on to for years was the welcoming of diversity, the welcoming of demographics that sometimes is left in the corner, that a lot of people won't purchase from because of who is the owner. And so, like, looking at it in those types of ways. But what do you guys think so far? Is like, 'cause I don't know, part of me, it's just kind of, I guess, like, I'm kind of in the middle, but at the same, like, I'm mostly out, but I've got like a couple toes in to the point where I want them to stay on the shelves. They need to stay on the shelves because what other stores have or had like a program that would welcome in African Americans to at least be on the shelves. And I know that's not a lot, but America has never given us a lot. And yes, it's pathetic that we have to accept what we are given, but that's one reason why all of these malls are closing, and it's to a point where it's like it's kind of scary with how Amazon is like a retail monster that you cannot. But if we can if we can create more competitors, retail store wise and online wise, it's like we need more small businesses and diversity so that we can have more chances of being on more shelves, so that when consumers gain the trust of these stores and things, that will give you a more of an opportunity to be seen, and that it will widen your story. Because if you can be on, let's see, I'm trying to think of like stores we can actually shop from, but dang it, I can't really think of many. So I will just say, if you can find shelves that are friendly to a variety of demographics, it's like that would be amazing, because it, like, as many locations as you can be in. And right now everyone's like, Amazon, who I try not to shop from them as often, like only when I absolutely have to. And a lot of these companies probably would put their products on the Amazon website, because I mean, business is business, and it's sad to say. And that's why I'm just, part of me wishes that there were more, like, 'cause I know there's eBay, but eBay needs to do a little better job with marketing, because different story for a different day. But if we can find more companies to compete, that would be amazing. And that, like, especially that would support those who are in the demographics that are, it's harder to get the business loans. It's harder to be seen and visible compared to the competitors that have millions of dollars to just pour out in, like, when it comes to even promotional modeling, and or promotion, like doing like the samples at grocery stores, and like testing out of the products, like video games, and write, like, just, well, there's so many different types. I'm trying to list some of them, but some of you guys have witnessed a lot of the promotional type of marketing, where even when you go to fairs and stuff, and it's like, even PNC Grow Up Great, where they had like Sesame Street characters, and the kids got to play dress up and things. That's marketing. And especially marketing at a start where it's parent friendly, but like the kids get to have a beginning start of, yeah, it wasn't bank information, but when you get to see like your favorite characters represented with the bank and things like that, I mean, it helps. But I am just hoping that, I don't know if you guys have any ideas with other alternatives, because yes, if they have social media and a website, if they are able to find more stores to be on the shelves of. But then we as consumers need to know where these stores are. So on their websites, they would need to make a list or even a map where you could click on your state, and it will take you to the locations that you can go to get their products. And so it takes a lot of work, but that's one reason why, if you can be on a national platform store, even like Costco, it's like, that would be amazing. But it takes a lot of work, and the research, and like, you have to bust your tush off and sell to prove that people are going to want to buy your products, to prove that you have quality goods, and that you will be able to gain the trust of those who are going to go into the store and buy the products. So that's why, with the whole Tabitha Brown and African American products and the books and everything, it's a lot to think about. And so that's one reason why it's like, if I can find their websites, I, but at the same time, it's like, I want their numbers to stay, because they need to stay visible. And does it suck that parts of the money will go to Target? Yes. But they need to be seen. They need to be visible. If they're not visible, it's like, it'll be harder to track or get people to go to their websites. And so, yeah, it's so circling around over and over again. You can see the pattern. And one option, making billboards, but while driving, you have to make sure that the right person's gonna, like, I mean, while you're driving, it's like you're gonna have to wait until the 5 o'clock unless you're in California or some of the states where traffic is always slow. But I mean, there's always different ways to market, but you need to either have the creativity and the funds and the access in order to be able to do those types of marketing. But maybe it's like, yeah, maybe that'll be another episode where product by product, I will see how I would market them. And yeah, I know I keep saying that I'll do all of these items and then I don't, and I mean to. But yeah, let's just say I like while trying to work on my own business, even with my greeting cards, it's like right now I'm looking up different options. I'm doing the test printing because in different options with where I can post my greeting cards, and then also working on my website and my marketing plan for with my social media and things. How am I going to promote, and even when I don't promote, what other subjects and what other things am I going to do to talk about? Because I want to show people that I am me, myself, and I, and that I am authentic, and that the writing and the cards come from the heart, and that I wrote them, I created them, and I want cards that have people with disabilities on some of the covers at least. I want diversity. So I want what a lot of Republicans are scared of: diversity, equity, and inclusion, acceptance, and love and care, and just an authentic feel of a, an embrace from a card, basically. Like, yeah, a hug, with a verbal hug in a way. So, but maybe I can, since one of my goals is to be on shelves, I can even just work. Yeah, because I keep saying I'll tell you guys more about my business, and I will. But yeah, it's like my goal probably won't be like Target for right now anymore, but because part of me is hoping that like some of the companies are more concerned with their dollar, which capitalism, of course, but I'm hoping that over time some of them realize that racism isn't worth the dollar, and like the humanity and the dream of being able to incorporate everybody is like having, because I feel like having a loving company, because as like I used to think Target was like a company that was just loving and giving and authentic because they wanted to, but then the timeline and the history, I'm just like, well, maybe not, maybe not. But I'm kind of hoping that maybe I'm wrong right now. Maybe they will change. Maybe the courses will turn. But with how some of the things are turning, I'm hoping that over time, like especially when it comes to again Amazon, I'm hoping they have competitors soon. I'm hoping that we as a people are like, if there are, I know there's brilliant people out there. It's like I won't be able to do it on my own, but we need more spaces to show, especially small businesses. If there was a network where it was focused on non like for small businesses, and like once, like maybe even have like a bracket where, okay, if you're small business, then you're more on this portion of the website, and then like, but once you grow and mature, then you get promoted to kind of like another area where it's like, yeah, we're still helping you, but it's like, yeah, you're on your own, you're more on your own now, but you're right here. And then after that, once now, like if you got your business to the point where now you can franchise, it's like, okay, yeah. It's like, yeah, we'll hold your pinky, we'll hold a finger or whatever. But yeah, you good, you're on your own. But yeah, don't worry. It's like we'll still help you with getting like reviews and stuff like that. But yeah, you're on, like, you're good. You're good. So kind of like a graduating, like elementary, middle school, high school kind of thing. And to me, that would be at least a way where small businesses would be able to grow, expand, and learn, and like take baby steps to, like, in the right way and not risk losing everything. So, but anyway, this is the Handicapable Black Nerd channel, my view of books and everything nerdy with a cup of petty and a dash of sass. And if you guys have any input or perspective on it, because I know some people are not going to shop from Target, and I totally understand. When I first heard the news, that's where I was at. But then, especially after hearing from a business owner that has products on the shelves right now, and also like with some of my education, it's like, and some of my frustration with capitalism and the mega large companies that it's like we all rely on, it's like the power that they have within the small business entity. And so yeah, that's one reason why I was kind of giving my little business example, because, and for some it may be like, some may think it's dumb or stupid, and some might at least see a glimmer of hope within my idea or whatever. But I hope it can just be all figured out, because when it comes to small businesses, the creativity, the hope, the goals, and their passion with what they're doing. I don't I don't want to hide the passions, especially of authentic, wonderful, and amazing people, because not every business comes from great and amazing people. I have seen some companies, especially promoting on Facebook, who are bigots. Yeah, they're bigots, especially when, even race wise, like there's this one coffee company. Oh my, who, I think I have the screenshots. Once I get those on Patreon, you'll see. I have so many. Oh my gosh. I have so many I need to start downloading. But, anyways, check out my other channel, Handy Capable Black Woman. I am going to be doing an episode really soon, because I just talked about the Black National Anthem and the racism that Black people get about it. But part two, I'm literally going to be showing you screenshots of the racism that I found on Facebook from Caucasian white people putting the Black anthem down. And yeah, let's just say it gets interesting. So that's going to be on the other channel. I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. And yeah, make sure you stay healthy, wonderful, and never quit your goals. Bye.